Hi, my name is Arthur, and I create original historical content for those who want to understand the past on a deeper level. My channel, Susurros de los Imperios, fully complies with YouTube's guidelines, and I deeply respect the platform's policies. For me, history isn't just a passion, it's a way to talk with you about power, betrayal, ambition, and the consequences that have shaped our modern world. This is my workspace, where every episode is created. I have everything I need: a reliable MacBook, a well organized setup, and a clear process I follow daily. I work alone and personally handle every stage, from research to final editing. Each video starts with research. I usually spend 2 or 3 hours studying the topic, using academic papers, historical chronicles, archival documents, encyclopedias, court records, and forums. I often begin with Wikipedia for an overview, but I always verify key facts through serious sources. I aim to eliminate inaccuracies and ensure every claim in the video is backed by at least 2 independent references. My goal is to present events as honestly and thoroughly as possible, without distortion or shallow interpretation. Once the material is ready, I begin writing the script. I first sketch the structure and timeline, then develop it into a full narrative. I try to make the script not only informative but also engaging, helping viewers feel immersed in the period. This takes careful attention to detail, a strong sense of chronology, and emotional nuance. I sometimes rewrite segments several times to get the rhythm and logic just right. After finishing the text, I move on to narration. I record the voiceover myself, cleaning audio, removing noise, adjusting levels, and refining clarity. I work in GarageBand doing full post processing to ensure a smooth, pleasant sound. I often re record lines if I feel the tone does not match the mood of the episode. Next comes the visual work. I create all images in Photoshop myself. Depending on the topic's complexity, this stage takes between 2 and 4 hours. I choose backgrounds, textures, figures, and apply lighting and shadows, and stylize each element to match the spirit of the era. Each video includes about 70-80 unique images that I assemble manually. This allows me not just to illustrate but to recreate the historical atmosphere, the architecture, environments, clothing, and facial expressions. I pay attention to every detail, from color palettes to character placement. Once visuals are ready, I begin editing. I load the voiceover and images into my video editor and build the timeline. I sync each video scene to the narration so visuals perfectly follow the story. I add transitions, effects, and footage when needed. I review the episodes several times from start to finish, adjusting pacing and fixing small errors. Editing is like completing a mosaic. Every piece needs to fit. At this stage, I aim to recreate a final product that flows naturally and feels both immersive and compelling. Then comes the final and crucial step: creating the thumbnail. It's the face of the video, so I treat it with special care. A good thumbnail must be clear, honest, and visually striking. I read the script, extract the core theme, and translate it into an image. I design it in Photoshop, choosing background, style, and composition carefully. I avoid clickbait, so sometimes I create several drafts before settling on the best version. That's how I create every episode for Susurros de los Imperios. I manage this channel entirely on my own, from idea and script to voiceover, visual, and publishing. It's a labor-intensive process, but it gives me full creative freedom to tell stories the way I believe they should be told. I respect intellectual property, follow YouTube's policies closely, and rely only on verified data. My mission is to share the stories once whispered in palaces, on battlefields, and in courtrooms. History isn't about dry dates and textbooks. It's about real lives, power struggles, mistakes that cost empires, and decisions whose echoes still reach us today. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and supporting my work. See you in the next video on Susurros de los Imperios.